Hello, hello, hello. Hello, the Deuterino. Yep, you're first. How are you? Did you get a notification? Oh, goodness. You and these words. I swear. Butthole pleasures. Hello, Johnny Wild. I'm doing good, the Deuterino. How are you? You were in the Las Vegas chat. Hello, Smurg33. YouTube broke its alerts. Sometimes you get the notifications and sometimes you don't. It all varies, to be honest, Johnny. You ready to relax? You just got home from work? Well, I hope you had a good day. What did you have for lunch earlier, the Deuterino? What was your lunch for today, the Deuterino? Why did you skip lunch? So I'm gonna be really hungry for dinner. You must be having a good dinner tonight, whatever it is. I don't know what you're gonna have, but whatever you're gonna have, it's gonna be good, I guess. Oh my goodness. I had a Lunchable ham and cheese crack with crackers, and then I had peanut butter and crackers for a midday snack. I don't know what I'm gonna have for supper tonight. Hello, Maddox Jim. How are ya, Maddox? Hello, hello. You having a good day today, Maddox Jim? If anybody wants on the panel, let me know and I'll post the link. You miss I miss my you miss the fart links. You think I miss your fart links? They're funny. They're funny videos. I'll let you post one link. I made you a mod, Maddox Jim, to post however many links you want to post. Fart videos or a funny video or whatever type of funny video you want to post. No bad links. So what will you have for dinner tonight, the Reno? Since you didn't have no lunch. Hello, hey girl. How are you, hey girl? Yeah, I'm thinking I got some pre-season St. Louis spare ribs with some beans and rice. Oh, nice. You were just pulling my leg. Well, you said you missed posting the links, farting links, fart videos. You're doing well, hey girl? Yeah, that was my plan. Oh my God, the Deuterino. Mr. Balding, big ups, Mr. Balding. Yeah, I am gonna give the wrenches back on after August 20th. So once everybody stops complaining and I don't hear no more complaints, you guys will get your wrenches back. Anton! But for now, I got my 2 managing mods and 1 that's a standard mod. So I got 3 people with mods. 1 has a standard mod, and then the other 2 is my managing mods. For now. Until after August 20th. I don't either, Maddox Jim, but apparently some people do. Anton, how are you, Anton? Hope you're doing well. But if anybody has like a link that they want to post, um, I can give you a wrench and you can post a link if you have a favorite link. And when I do give the wrenches back out, you guys can tell me if you do or don't want to have a wrench. So it's up to you. But I do plan on giving the wrenches back. Just be after August 20th. Pegasus. Hello, Pegasus. How are you? If anybody wants to come up on the panel, let me know and I'll post the link out. It's up to you. If you want to come up on the panel and talk, hang out for a bit, we can talk whatever we want to talk about. It's hot at work and it's 112. Woo! Well, it's 83 degrees here in Nashville, Vegas, under cloudy skies. It's very cloudy here. I'll show you guys the cloudiness. See? Cloudy skies. We've been having some rain. Rainy days. It's going to be raining all this week and into next week. From 20% to 60% range of scattered showers. Typical summertime pattern. Are you almost done with work, Pegasus? Yes, going home now. Oh, okay, cool. You got off at 1:47. Oh, I'm doing good, Anton. How are you? Hope you're doing well, Anton. Although it's a Thursday morning for you, 6:47 in the morning. Nice, same old here. Must be a cold morning there. Wintertime. Oof. Has it snowed yet, Anton, since it's been winter down there where you are in Australia? I wasn't sure if it snowed yet, if y'all had y'all's first snow. It snowed in Queensland last week. Apparently looked like more heavy frost. Oh, nice. Snow is beautiful, but I don't like traveling or getting out in it, to be honest. You're listening as you work on your cross stitching? Okay. How's Scott doing? Hey girl, how's Scott? Hello, SW. How are you, SW? Here in Portland, it snows. I'm not a fan of driving in it. Me either. Hey, girl. You're doing good, SW? Awesome. I'm doing good too, SW. Maybe I need you to make a decision for me. Oh gosh, fapping or edging? Are you that bored, the Deuterino? You must be bored whenever you come home from work. Scott is, well, he's at work. I'm not used to driving in the snow. I know snow is very pretty and everything, but when it's on the ground, I don't get out. Uh, Edging. Down here in the South, Mad Jim, whenever it snows, they go crazy down here in the South. People freak out whenever they see the word snow or hear the word snow. People have to rush to the grocery store to get bread, eggs, milk. What are you doing? What are you doing that needs edging, Deuterino? What are you doing? Is it something weird? Are you doing something weird, Deuterino? Smurg 33. May I ask where you are from, Smurg? You're gonna edge your sidewalk? Are you mowing your yard or something? Or weed eating? You must be weed eating your yard. Yeah, it's kind of like a dusting, hey girl, whenever they mention snow. In the UK, we call whippersnappers streamers. Strimmers. Whippersnappers. Yeah, we get the dusting here too. Wintertime, it's bipolar weather in the wintertime. I'm thinking about baking some chicken for supper tonight. Baked chicken. I got some baked chicken. What should I do with it? If you were going to bake some chicken, what would you do with it? Hey girl, what type of seasonings would you put on your baked chicken? Potato salad? We'll have potato salad with your baked chicken, Anton. Why not a pasta salad, Anton? Pasta salad. Like a good macaroni salad. maybe. You don't like pasta salad, Anton? I put some garlic powder, onion powder, a little Cajun seasoning. But rub it in butter first. Like melted butter, hey girl, or softened butter. Softened. I do have garlic powder and onion powder and Cajun seasoning. But I'm not into that spicy stuff though. That Cajun. I wish I had some Mrs. Dash. But I don't buy Mrs. Dash. I can't even find it at the store. I've looked. Then insert the butter between the meat and the skin. Not real spicy. Just a little. I pound it thin and put olive oil and paprika and cook it in the skillet. It's delicious like that. Hello, OG Sunshine. Oh, cool. Salt and pepper. I got chicken thighs. I bought a pack of chicken thighs. I hardly ever cook chicken thighs. I'm used to chicken legs and chicken breasts. Hey girl. Chicken legs and chicken breast is what I normally buy. But I bought some chicken thighs. Thighs are the best, very tender. How long do they cook? Hey girl, how long does chicken thighs cook? Because I've never baked them in the oven. Do they bake like 30 to 45 minutes? Or an hour? Yeah, I do too, SW, boneless, skinless chicken breasts. When I do the Hellman's chicken. Oh, I haven't had Hellman's in a good while. If you're baking, yeah, about 45 minutes. Okay. When's the last time you did chicken thighs, hey girl? When you baked them or did you fry them? How long ago did you cook chicken thighs? Is anybody a fan of chicken thighs? They're good for curry. Isn't curry spicy though, Anton? I know it's Indian dish. I cooked some last week, very little grease in the skillet. Seasoned them, sauteed them. Oh, nice. Hey, girl. I bet they were delicious. I rarely ever buy chicken thighs. And I thought I got 2 packs of chicken legs, but evidently I grabbed 1 pack of chicken legs and 1 pack of chicken thighs. And I'm like, where's the other pack of chicken legs? I'm like, I bought chicken thighs. Oh no. What am I gonna do with chicken thighs? I have no idea. But y'all are giving me some ideas, though. Yeah, spicy. I don't do spicy. It's too hot. You can roll in melted butter and then coat it in Bisquick and bake it. I don't have any Bisquick. I don't buy Bisquick. The only time that I buy Bisquick, SW, is when I'm making sausage balls. Whenever I make sausage balls with the sausage, with the pound of sausage and the cheese and the Bisquick. Hello, Brian Plott. Hello, hello. Doesn't have to be. How are you, Brian Plott? Are you from New Zealand or Australia, Brian? Yeah, lots of things to do with chicken thighs. Any type of chicken, lots to do with them. Somehow I'll do something with them. I got 4 pieces of chicken thighs. You're doing good, Brian? Awesome. You must be from the USA. I thought maybe you might be in the New Zealand or Australia. I'm from the USA too. Nashville, Tennessee, right here. I kind of talk like Forrest Gump, don't I? I think the Olympics start tomorrow or Friday night, one of the two. I won't be watching the Olympics. I can use all-purpose flour instead of Bisquick. They start at 1:30, the Olympics, on Friday. Be 12:30 for me. I'm in Central Time Zone. Sell frozen flour too. I try to stay away from fried foods. Every now and then I'll have something fried, but I try to watch my fried food intake. Try to avoid fried foods. I go see my primary care physician here soon, and I'm going to be doing blood work, and I don't need to be eating fried foods for a while. I gotta stay away from the fried foods because when I do my blood work, they also check for my cholesterol, and I don't want my doctor. My doctor already mentioned one time that my cholesterol was a little high because I ate fried foods before I did blood work. I'm like, well, I need to avoid fried foods for a little bit. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'd rather bake something than frying it. What's Bisquick? Bisquick is kind of like flour, similar to flour, and you make pancakes out of it, waffles. You can put it in sausage balls. It's kind of like a pancake mix, sort of, but a different texture. I used to work in a pastry factory. Oh, cool. I didn't know that, Maddox Jim. So what kind of work do you do now, Maddox Jim, since you used to work in a pastry? Lots of flowers and herbs at the moment. Have been laying turf, looking good. Oh, cool, Anton. The factory closed and I've been doing laboring jobs since. Oh, neat, Maddox Jim. I didn't know you worked in a pastry factory. Do you have your granddaughter today, Anton? You have your granddaughter today, Anton? Pillsbury? I didn't know Pillsbury was in the UK. They had a factory in the UK, Pillsbury. That's awesome. Pillsbury factory in the UK. Pillsbury has good product. Yeah, they do. Hey, girl, I love their cinnamon rolls. Like the biscuits, the honey butter biscuits, the honey butter croissants. Oh, their products are really, really good. No, I can't put up a link because I can't do any links. If you want it on the panel, I could put up the link, post the link on the panel. But if I go, I can. If I do a website, StreamYard will kick me off. Oh goodness, no, I'm not dating the Deuterino. Oh, the panel link. Okay, yeah, I can post the panel link if you want to come up on the panel. No, I'm not dating the Bev. I'm not dating the Deuterino.
Yes, before you get paranoid, it is me.
Hey, Maddox Jim, how are you?
I'm all right, Mary. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I've just told you I'm doing good, Mary.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
It's all right.
Duh.
I just came up to tell you it was a bit much to explain in the side chat. I used to where I lived. There used to be a General Mills factory. General Mills owns
Yeah.
Pillsbury and a few other brands that I can't remember off the top of my head. General Mills is a global company. They've got factories all around Europe.
Oh wow. I didn't know that they had General Mills
Oh, that's it.
where
The acquired Betty Crocker. That's right. So General Mills, Betty Crocker is part of. You've got Betty Crocker cake mix and stuff, and
yeah, at the
pancake mix and
store. I
stuff.
don't buy Betty
No,
Crocker.
no, but it's a General Mills brand. Now,
Yeah.
this was a big employer in the town where I live, but the factory shut. I don't mind telling people that I work there because the place just doesn't exist anymore, so there's no information to get on me. People can
Oh
try calling it
wow.
and shit like that, but
How long ago did the factory close down?
it's
That
got
had to
to
be
be
awful.
close to about maybe at a wild guess. What I think it was 2015 when it shut.
2015.
Yeah,
It's almost like 9 years ago.
it's got to be 8 or 9 years then, Mary. Yes,
Yeah, nine
correct.
years ago. Because next year will be 10 years since it's been closed
It
down.
must it must be yeah. It just got
That's amazing.
it was crazy. It was a really good job. I worked there for 10 years. I did nothing but work in the factory for 10 years, making sausage rolls and pastry.
Sausage rolls and pastry.
When I first went there, I worked on what was the lines. The different production lines had different numbers, and
Yeah.
line 14 was the first line that I worked on, and it made um, sausage roll type filled products. So instead of sausage roll meat, line 14 put in different sauces. So you'd have cheese instead of the sausage meat and stuff like that, and vegetable sauce instead of sausage meat. So it was like, non meat sausage rolls and sometimes meat sausage rolls, but that was line 14's main production, was making
That's
these
awesome.
filled. And then I went and got moved to. It had two sausage roll lines that permanently made just meat sausage rolls, of various sizes, and then I got moved to um, a Volivant line. I got moved to the what was called the Volivants because there was a line that produced Volivant cases. It's quite a complicated line,
Hmm.
and I worked on that. I also worked on the other two lines that made just pie tops and general pastry shapes. And then in the corner of that area of that department, what was called the Volivants, was the main pastry production line, and it used these bowl mixers with bowls that you could literally climb in and virtually take a bath in if you wanted. They were that big, and they were on wheels, and you had to push them around
Yeah.
and like put whatever the like ingredients like margarine, flour, salt, and water. That's pastry, and then it would have these massive beaters that kneaded it, and then it would get put into the line that rolled it all out, made it flat, and folded it into puff pastry. So it was puff pastry it produced. You see, so it
Oh,
had
that's awesome.
well, what it would do is it would go into a big hopper and it would come out. It would be extruded out of this hopper by rollers and then go onto a belt, and then it would go through a series of rollers to make it thinner. And then there was another extruder that extruded blocks of margarine into a sort of fish mouth that made it thin, and then it extruded it out to the top of this pastry, and then it folded the sides in. So that was how it made it puff, and then it went through another series of rollers, and then zigzag rollers that sort of rippled it over each other, and then the end product was puff pastry. And then I got moved out of that department, and I went to another department called the Pillsbury, and I used to make cookie mix. So it was all different cookie mixes. That was interesting. Cookie mix, packing and making cookie mix.
Oh, wow.
Um,
You ever buy Pillsbury at your grocery store? At your
no,
shops?
nah. It was the cookie dough, should I say? The cookie dough was in blocks and it was industrial. So you would get these hand-sized blocks of frozen. We would make it like with all the raw ingredients like the sugar and stuff, and then you'd
Yeah.
have to pack frozen blocks of cookie mix, cookie dough, and that would be sent off to places like I'm trying to think, like Costa Coffee and stuff like that, and then they would like cut the blocks into their portions of what would make up a cookie and then bake them into cookies and sell them. You see, they were really nice cookies that they made.
Yeah.
Because what I used to do was take some away from the end of production and then bring it home and then cook it myself, and it was yummy. So I had nice dark chocolate cookies. And then in that department, we used to make, what was it? Canapes and filled vol-au-vents as well. We used to bring the vol-au-vent cases across and put the filling in them. What else did we make? What was it? Vegetarian sausage rolls that had tofu in them. And
Tofu.
What was the other one? Tofu, and there was another one that corn sausage rolls and tofu sausage rolls. We made them. So yeah, that's what I'd done for 10 years, was working in a food factory.
That's neat. I used to work in a Pillsbury General Mills.
Yeah,
General Mills factory.
From my shift was early shift. It was always early shift. It was from like 6 till 2 or 7 till 3 sometimes. So I was getting out of work at 3 o'clock, and I would have the rest of the day. But I was still having to get up at like 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'd done for since I was about 20, 21-year-old. Went to the factory and made these products that I've just told you about, and then the factory closed and it stayed closed. It's back open again as a different company, but it's not a very nice company to work for, so I didn't go back to work for them. I never really want to work in the food industry again.
Oh, wow. Don't you just hate that when they change the company's name and it's...
No, it's entirely different. What happened was, Mary...
That's just not right.
General Mills left the area. They left the factory. That was before Jim's YouTube days. No, that was when I was peak YouTube. Anyways, General Mills left the factory and shut it, and they moved to more modern factories in Europe.
Yeah.
And the operation, they must have just thought it was too expensive to run the factory in the UK, and another company bought it. I'll not say what company it is, but I've heard pretty sorry tales from within the factory from people that I've bumped into that it's not a very pleasant place to be. So I never want to go back to the food industry because
I'd rather do something different now.
It would be nice, but the biggest thing about working in the food factory is hygiene, Mary. It's so intense. It wears you out. The hygiene, Mary. It's fucking crazy. Like you have to constantly wear a hairnet. You constantly wear overalls and factory issued shoes that are all white. It looks like a fucking lunatic asylum. Everybody's wearing white. If you have facial hair, you have to wear what's called a snood, which is just like a hairnet for your face. That's uncomfortable and itchy. You're constantly washing your hands. You have to look after your hands because
they swell up really quickly after being in the water.
If you're washing your hands, every time you enter the factory, the food production area, you have to wash your hands and then sanitize them. Because the factory workers are the primary source of contamination. If they could get rid of the workers from the food factory, then they would get rid of the primary source of contamination. The secondary source after people would be the equipment. And I'm guessing the third one would probably be whatever's already in the ingredients. So if you've got contaminated ingredients, then, so I didn't mind being on my feet for 8 hours a day because you were always on your feet and you were carrying stuff.
Yeah, a lot
For
of
the last
walking.
for the last 5 years, I worked on a phyllo pastry production line. That was quite good. It was a steady job, but you were like a robot. You were always doing the same set of movements over and over and over again for the
Yeah.
entire shift. So it was
A lot
like
of people, a lot of people buy that phyllo pastry dough to make pies or baklava with. And I had
yeah,
baklava yesterday. So good. Baklava is
phyllo
so good.
pastry is
It's a
hard to
really
make.
thin pastry.
It's hard to make on your own. It's hard enough to
Yeah,
make with an
it is.
industrial
I tried
machine.
to doing it and I couldn't do it. That
Yeah,
was
yeah,
years ago. I was supposed to make when I was in school. I remember in high school, I took a cooking class, and the teacher wanted us. She really wanted us to do like homemade Philly dough, pastry dough, and I'm like, what is this? I don't know how to make pastry dough, and it was really
Brian.
hard to do. And we had
Yeah,
to
very hard.
do it at a homework assignment, and I was like, oh my goodness, I don't think
It's
I
very
can
labor
manage
intensive
this.
making fuel. Yeah, very, very labor intensive. Brian,
Yeah.
I only used to go home smelling like the food if it was cheese or sauce, because some of the sauces were very tomatoey and the cheese was very cheesy. So that was the main time that I would go home smelling like the food. So yeah, the phyllo pastry line had a mixer next to it that was like a trough mixer called a trough mixer, and it used to beat the ingredients together to make the phyllo dough. And then there was a big hopper that you put it in with a screw that forced it down, and it went through a big
Yeah.
pipe, and it came out in a really, I think it was like a 6 foot long extruder, and it forced the dough through this extruder, and it came out so thin that there was a light underneath it that shone through that you could check the thickness of it because the light would shine through it. If it was um, if it was thicker, you could see if it was thicker with the light. You see, you could virtually read a newspaper through it. It was so thin. It was like you could put your hand underneath it, and you could see your hand through
Yeah.
the pastry,
That
and then it would
pastry
go
dough is
down.
very, very thin.
It would go down onto the line, onto a belt, and then there was starch, Shaker's corn starch, which is very, very, very fine. It's not very nice to deal with, but it would shake cornstarch onto it, and then it would go under. There was a row of 6 burners, gas burners, and I think usually there was only about 3 of them like lit, and they would partially cook this phyllo pastry, and then it would come on a chain link belt, and then we would wrap it around a big bit of plastic pipe that was like a almost well, it'd be a foot across, 12 inches across, like, and we would wrap it around that, and it would turn around this bit of pipe until a buzzer sounded, and then somebody would run a knife across this chain link belt, and then collect the barrel, and then somebody would put another barrel on, and then wrap it around and start anew, and then you would walk to there was 2 tables. You would put the barrel down, and then you would cut along the edge of the table and slice the pastry off the barrel and then roll it out onto a table. And there was score marks in the table. It was a blue plastic table and there was score marks in it. And you had like a ruler, and you put the ruler down and you cut the pastry along these score lines on the table. And then there was a group of 4 women who folded the pastry into, so you would get in one pack of phyllo pastry there was 6 layers of pastry. So that's how
6 layers.
6 layers in one pack. So that's if you're making phyllo pastry was like you say six layers, but it would come off the roll in a layer of 12. So you had to count 6, fold them,
Yeah.
and then count another 6, and then fold them, and then it would go through a freezer, which was a big spiral freezer that was minus 35 ish,
Oh
and it would
wow.
get frozen over about a 40-minute period. It would take 40 minutes to go through the freezer, and then it would be packed on the other side of the freezer. So there you are. There's my little insight into what I spent a biggest part of my life doing, making food, sausage rolls and shit for you.
I bet you're glad you're not doing that job anymore.
I didn't mind it. It was a good job. It was good pay,
Hmm.
but the hygiene, the personal hygiene of being in the factory was just too much,
Yeah.
So that makes me not want to work in the food thing
So now you're
again.
just doing like laboring jobs, like
Yes, yeah,
construction
yeah.
work or something.
I worked in a sawmill for a while. That was a good job as well, but it was wickedly dangerous, and the boss was a bit of a dick. And then I
Oh
went
no.
working engineering and various other labouring jobs. So that's it. There you are.
I used to work at Big Lots.
What's
It's a
that?
department. It was a department store.
Why don't you go
And
back to doing that, Mary? Then
no, I can't go back because things have certainly changed nowadays. I'm on a
so
fixed income, and
I
I
don't mean to
can't
be
lose my
rude, Mary,
income.
but you're unemployed, aren't you?
No, I'm unemployed at the moment.
How come you can't get a job working at another sort of store like um,
I'm
Walmart?
legally disabled. I can't work.
You what?
I'm legally disabled. I can't work at all.
All right. Oh, well, I'll not pry into that. It's not any
Oh,
not any of my business.
it
So,
doesn't matter. A lot of people know. I've told it before.
well, like I
I
say,
don't care if
it's
people
none of my
judge me or
business. I
not.
don't
So
I don't.
a lot of
That's
people's
your
gonna
business.
judge. A lot of people's gonna judge on whatever I say, and I
Well,
don't
that's
care.
why it's
I really
best just
don't.
not discussed. There'll be people trying to
I
call
just
them.
can't work. But I used to work at a department store called Big Lots. So, and I don't miss it, and I'm glad.
Oh, she's bailed on us.
The assistant manager and I had always had issues. She would always do the weekly schedules, put out the weekly schedules, and there was like sometimes she would like have me working like 1 or 2 days a week, and there were sometimes she would not put me down in the schedule because she will have excuses saying there was not enough hours. It was really messed up. Mississippi. Hello, SW.
Hello, lovely
Hey,
lady.
Mary. Hey, is that Mad Jim?
Yes, it is. How are you doing,
I'm fine.
Mississippi?
How you doing?
I'm all right, thank you.
Well, good.
How are
Well,
you, SW?
I'm doing great, Mary. My hair looks terrible. I got caught in a rainstorm this morning,
Oh
and
Well,
no.
all
I
soft and
th-
wet. And so, you know what? I just left it because my hair is naturally curly, and so I
Yeah.
just left it alone.
When I before I cut my hair last month on Father's Day, I had long hair like you, and it was always frizzy and everything whenever it got done drying out. I let it dry out. I don't blow dry my hair. I just let it dry out,
Yeah,
and it was always getting frizzy, and I hate it. And frizzy
yeah,
and staticky. Does your hair get
right,
staticky?
right. I know how it is.
Yeah, now I got a haircut and I love my haircut because it's supposed to be like a pixie style haircut. Have you
Yeah,
seen my new haircut?
I have. Yes, I have.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like a pixie style.
it's cool for the summer too.
Oh, it feels a lot better too. A whole lot
Yeah.
better.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Yeah.
So
Well,
I
it's
kind
good.
of look like a guy right now, but I don't care. It's my hair.
Right. That's right. It'll grow back.
it
I
will
really
go
don't
back.
care. I've had this short hair before, and when I was a teenager, I had it short like this. And I remember going to a family restaurant like O'Charlie's,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the waitress thought I was a boy, and I'm like,
My goodness.
"Hello, do you see these?" I had to show the waitress that I was a woman. Like
Heard.
I was a teenager. Like I'm growing some bosoms here. Come on. Now that I'm 40, I'm like, whatever. It's my hair. I can do whatever I want.
That's
I
right, Mary.
love I love how I got it now because my
Yeah.
neck feels a whole lot better and a
Yeah.
lot
Yeah.
cooler.
Oh, that's
So
good. Yeah, that's good.
It was very long. The person that cut it at Great Clips, they said it was very long because it was curly. I got natural curly hair too, and
Yeah,
it
yeah,
it was curly in the back.
yeah.
So, and I
Well,
got to let it grow out again because it'll be wintertime again. So
yeah.
I
Well, you,
normally get a haircut during like late spring, early summer
yeah,
time,
yeah.
and I got it on the weekend of the last weekend of spring.
Mm.
So that was on Father's Day weekend
Yeah.
about a month ago.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Time flies.
But I like my new haircut.
Yeah, that's great. Well, I make pottery, right? Um,
Hmm.
I'm a potter. Somebody was asking me the other day, what is that? So I make pottery. I think it was 33. I'm not sure. Simon 33. If you're
Summer.
I can't see the chat right now. So,
All right, hey girl. Good to see you, hey girl.
but anyway, I was just going to show like this is something I just
Oh
recently.
wow, very
Oh
nice.
wow, that's nice.
Thank you. It's a, let me go this way with it. It's a vase,
A vase.
but
I was
it
gonna
can,
ask, like, it looked like a candy jar or something.
yeah, it could be used for a candy jar. It could be used for in the bathroom for combs and brushes and whatever, toothpaste, toothbrush.
Is that clay, glazed clay?
Yeah, and this is one of my favorites, but I love
Oh,
this.
I love that.
I love the colors. It's a little
It
bit
looks
short.
so amazing.
Thank you. I love the colors. I love color. I do all kinds of colors, and then I do neutrals too. Like here's a little butterfly dish that I made. It's just a
Oh,
neutral.
I love butterflies.
This would be good
I
on the
love that.
dresser, jewelry, and stuff like that.
Yeah, put your keys or
So
your
this is
Yeah.
watch.
all made of clay, but and then with glaze put on it.
Yes. Uh huh.
All right, I've got
And
you.
I also make jewelry. Look, let me show you. This is a necklace and earring set. Let me show it to you right here.
Oh wow. Let me
Wait,
make you big.
I'm gonna. I can't get it in the camera right. Okay, there we go. So
That's
that's it.
neat.
I have a bunch of them I've made. That's just one, and then here's another one that's pink. It's a little different design. Earrings and necklace.
Oh wow. That's
And
neat. That's
oh,
awesome.
thank you. I love making that stuff. I do all the colors. I
Hmm.
made the earrings that I'm wearing right now. I have a matching necklace to it, but I don't know where it is at the moment. But it's on my dresser probably. But any
I'm so glad that you came up because I wanted to ask you about Labor Day, about the cooking thing. I was
oh
wondering if you want to do a cooking segment for Labor Day, like end
Labor
of the summer, because summer is almost over when it comes to Labor Day, and we're going to
right?
be entering fall. Did you
Yeah,
want to do another cooking segment like we did
yeah.
back in March?
Last one, something came up and I couldn't do it. I think I was out of town or something. I can't remember. I had a show or something with my pottery,
Yeah.
so I couldn't come. But anyway, well, let me. I can check, on that, and maybe I can do that. Yeah, that'd be great. I mean, I'd love to do it.
All
Maybe I
right.
can do that for Labor Day. So I'm trying to
Yeah,
think.
I want to do something. I want to show something off on Labor Day.
Yeah.
I want to do it on that Saturday before Labor
Okay.
Day because I know everybody's going to be busy on Labor Day and
Right.
having their own Labor Day get-togethers and stuff.
So
But I would
what's the
like to do it on that Saturday,
okay? What's the date? What's the? Do you know the date of that day that you're talking about? I'm not looking at a calendar at the moment.
September. September 6th is on a Friday. 5th is on a Thursday. 4th is on a Wednesday. 3rd is on a Tuesday. It'd be September 2nd.
September 2nd. Okay. All right. Well, right now that sounds fine to me. I mean, what
But
do you,
that
what?
Friday, it'd be August, because you got September 1st on a Sunday, and then it'd be August 31st. So it'd be August 31st when we do it, when we show something off for Labor. Like I said, a lot of people do their own Labor Day get-togethers, but
Mm-hmm.
I would like to show off something for Labor Day. Have somebody like maybe we can make a dish and let people like, oh, I can make that for Labor Day on Monday if they want to try it out or whatever.
Right, right.
It can
Okay,
be a dish of whatever we want to make. There's no
yeah,
limits, you know. It was like last time
yeah,
back in March. I made that kale and potato and sausage soup. It was so
yeah.
good. It was so good.
I bet. I bet it
And
was.
Leo, he made something like muffins or I don't remember what it was, but
Mm-hmm.
it was. But I was
Oh,
hoping more people would come in
yeah.
and show it off, but they never did. It was just Leo and me and Leo
Oh,
doing our cooking. Because you
yeah,
were opening up your store, you were opening up a store, and
yeah.
I think
That's
you had a meeting with the
yeah,
store owner,
yeah.
and he was like, I think something happened and it was
Oh,
backed
yeah.
up for a week.
That's right. Their
See, I
family.
have a good memory. I know
You
these
really do.
things.
Yeah, they had a stroke, and she had to go be with her brother who had the stroke, and
Yeah.
everything. And so I just didn't really. Yeah, it was bad timing, I guess. But I have two other stores now that I'm in town, and then I'm fixing to launch my website in the next few days.
So is
Oh
Um,
this for your
wow!
pottery? Is
Congrats.
it these stores that you sell your pottery that you make in?
Yes, I do. So far, I've been selling it locally in my hometown at farmers markets and things.
All right.
Um, and then I go around to all the festivals around my area in the Mississippi Delta. And I'm down in Mississippi.
I can tell you.
So she's in the
You can
United
tell
States.
that,
She's
right?
down south.
Down south.
Right. And but now I'm
Is it
Well,
true? Is
lovely
it
accent.
true? Is it true that every time you say a word, you have to have that, like, it's almost like Forrest Gump talking, like making guh and doing guh, having that extra g at the end of at the word.
okay.
Like I'm gonna
Well,
do some making guh.
one of the funny things that I think is funny. It's when these Southern preachers say, "Okay, let's sing the last two stanzas of the song."
Hey, they do it up here too at my church. At my church too. We're gonna
Yeah,
sing the songs. We're
but
gonna sing
anyway,
verse 1 and verse 2.
right? It's a Southern thing.
I know, right?
Yep. But I'm fixing to be in. I mean, I am in two other stores here in my hometown, and I am going to be having a website coming up, my own website. And so as soon as I get that done, my sister's working on that right now. As a matter of fact, as we speak, she's working on that. She lives in Texas, and she's a graphic artist designer, and
Hmm.
she is working on my website for me. And so I should have that up and running in the next few days. And
Oh
I'll
wow.
her pictures of things, and so it's going to be an online store, and so you can click on an item and order it, and then I'll ship it to you.
So
That's
I've got to ask
amazing.
about this pottery. Where do you make it? Do you make it at your house, or do you have like a place to go to work to make it?
Well, I have a studio downtown that I make
Ah,
most
yeah.
of it in. However, I do make things at my house also. I have two kilns at my house.
I was going to say you need kilns, yeah.
Yeah. And so, but I really do better at my studio because, it's just nice to get away and go somewhere away from your house, and, make all that. So,
Because well, I was just thinking that like somebody you need a lot of space at your premises because you need like a potting wheel. You'd need space to store all the ingredients. It would be pallets of ingredients, I bet, arriving.
yeah,
And you've got kilns and stuff like that. So, like, I
yeah,
can imagine the space all that would take and the
yeah,
mess associated with it as well, clay and stuff like that.
absolutely. It does
So,
take a lot of space.
Do
In
you
my
see
herb.
what Brian wrote, SW? Do you see
Oh
what
no,
Brian wrote?
I don't see that. What does he say?
He says, Miss Hippie, do you sell a lot of your art?
Yes, I do, Brian. I do sell a lot. I make a lot, and it's just me. But I do. I love doing it, and I make stuff all the time. Yesterday, I made about 15 pieces. And that's on a slow day. So I can make up to 50 pieces some days. Uh,
50.
yeah. hmm And
Wow.
Oh wow,
I
50,
make all
15 pieces.
I make large, huge platters and bowls, all the way down to something tiny like a small vase or a toothpick holder. So yeah, I do. And I'll have my website up and running before long, and I'll have a lot of things on there. If you'd like to purchase it, I will ship it to you. Uh,
I'm going to bail on you, ladies. Mrs. Hippie, it's lovely to meet you. You've got a lovely smile. What a
oh,
charming smile you've got.
well,
Thank you, Mary.
thank you. It
Right,
was
All
I'll
right, it
let
was
you
good to see
ladies
you,
chat now.
Maddox. Yeah.
I
it was
just like to
nice,
say the only
nice.
reason I came up. Oh, sorry, I'm interrupting you. Yeah, no. The only reason I came up is because it was going to take. I was going to have to type paragraphs in the chat to explain the business that I was in, making all that fucking food. So I thought it'd be easier, and I thought you might be interested, Mary. So
Yeah,
farewell.
that is interesting. I didn't know that you used to do that, so that is interesting. Yeah, but I was like thinking about doing something for Labor Day on that weekend,
Mhm.
if you're okay with it. Do you
Yeah.
work on the weekends, or do you have the weekends off?
Well, my hours are flexible. I mean, I can work at 3 in the morning.
Oh wow,
Oh yeah,
you're an early riser.
I do. I mean, I do my pottery all the time. Uh, I do it sometimes from 8 to 12, or 10 to 4, or sometimes if I don't feel like doing it during the daytime, I'll go up there at 8 o'clock at night and work till 2 or 3 in the morning. I mean, I've done that before. So, you know,
Yeah.
it's flexible. I love that because it's just whenever I feel like it. And I love doing it. And
Well, hopefully we can do something on that Saturday for late before Labor Day, August 31st,
okay,
if you're available. But if
okay,
you if we if you can't do it and you have to work at a festival or something on that day,
yeah.
let's say a festival came up and you have to do it,
Yeah,
I can like not even do the cooking thing.
right. Sometimes there are pop-up festivals. There are occasions where, people will call me and say, "Hey, can you do this for me, or whatever? Can
Yeah,
you do
because
this?"
once Labor Day gets here, it's on for the holiday season. It's gonna be
Yeah.
chaotic from here on out after Labor Day.
Well, that
Right now, right now it's not that chaotic, but it will be. Well, it's starting to be chaotic because back to school is fixing to happen. Because 2 weeks from today, the kids go back to school here
that's
in
hard to
some.
believe. Wow.
I know one of the counties here in Tennessee
Crazy.
already started back today. Can you
Wow.
imagine? One of the counties here in Tennessee just started going back to school today.
That's
And I'm
just
like, what? This is still summer. Come on.
yeah, that's unbelievable. When I was a
Yeah.
kid, we always went back after Labor Day. So,
Well, where I'm from, we're here in Tennessee. The reason why they go back early is
yeah.
because all the counties, we have 95 counties in Tennessee,
Yeah.
and all 95 counties will have a fall break and a spring break. So
Wow.
that's why they go back early before August. And that's why one of the counties went back early today because I think some of the counties, uh, they get out early in May and
Yeah.
they have a little longer summer break for the kids. And that's why they go back late July. So
Yeah.
all states are different no matter how you're going to look at it because
Well,
some
that
states go back mid-August or Labor Day, really. It just
yeah.
depends on how you look at it because like the northern states like New York area and all them, they
Yeah.
have a bunch of snow during the winter time
Yeah.
and they don't get out till like mid-June,
Oh,
like
wow.
before Father's Day.
Wow.
And they go back like a couple of weeks after Labor Day
Wow.
or the first week of October. So
Yeah.
all states are different on how you look at it.
Yeah.
But Tennessee, they go back in August. My county goes back August 7th, like 2 weeks from today.
Wow.
And I'm just now seeing commercials on TV about back to school.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's right. That's
it
right.
goes summer goes quick with the kids whenever they go out to school.
It really
So,
does, Mary. Well, that sounds good. August 31st. I'm going to go ahead and put that on my calendar, and hopefully that'll work. And as it gets closer, I will see you in the chat, and I will let you know for sure. I can, confirm it as it gets closer and
all
everything.
right. I'm not trying to like force you on doing
Oh,
this,
no,
but
it's
like
fine.
I said, if you have something going on, I just
Yeah,
thought maybe we can like do something to share a recipe and give out
yeah.
advice or tips or something,
That sounds, yeah,
and have people like, oh, let's try, whoever's dessert or
yeah.
whatever dish or dessert we make.
That's right.
Because
That's
I got a dessert in mind I've never made before.
oh
A Snickers pie. Have you ever heard of a Snickers pie?
well. I heard it from you on the chat. I've never had that before, but it sounds delicious.
Yeah, I've never made a Snickers
Uh,
pie, and I found when I had Facebook, I found the reel, and I can remember the Facebook reel,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I want to try and make a Snickers pie for Labor Day.
Oh,
So, but I don't know how it's going to work out because right now I don't know what I'll be up to before August 31st. I just
right.
take it day by day, as you know.
Exactly. Good. Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
I just
Well,
take it day by day.
that's all we
So,
can do. That's all we can
and
do. Well,
I'm hoping that if my family comes up, usually I have family members come up during the late summer,
yeah.
and usually it's in September after Labor Day. It's usually before mid-September because I want to make the Snickers pie whenever my aunt and uncle in Texas come up
That
to
sounds great.
visit. But I
Yeah.
don't know when they're coming up here. I thought they were going to come up here last weekend, and
Yeah.
because they were going to visit some. My uncle has a sister that lives in Memphis,
Mhm.
and they were trying to figure out trying to figure out what days were best for them to come
Yeah.
up and visit. And
Yeah.
after they were going to come up and visit, they were going to visit us a couple of days on the 20th and 21st and
Yeah.
22nd and leave on yesterday. They were supposed to leave yesterday to go back to Texas. That was the plan.
Yeah.
But evidently they had issues, some type of issues of working it
Yeah.
out, so they never did come up. And I was going to make a Snickers pie, this Snickers
Yeah.
pie that I wanted to make. So I'm trying to hold off on when they come because I
Right.
really do want to make this Snickers pie when they come
Well,
so I
it's
can give it to them while they're visiting for a week.
yeah. I love
I don't really need the Snickers pie, but I would like to make it.
I
So, and
love a
it'll
good
be
old
for them
yeah.
because my aunt and uncle, they love every time they come up, I make unique desserts, and they
Mhm.
always wonder where I get these desserts from.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
just say, I just get them on the internet.
That's great.
So,
Experiment with them. Yeah.
yeah, I usually make a dessert for them whenever they come up to visit for a
Yeah.
week. They stay for a week and let the dessert last for while they're here.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's
that's
great.
why I normally do. That's what I normally do every year. But I
Yeah.
don't know if they're going to be coming up this year. I'm hoping they will, so I can make this dessert, the Snickers pie,
Well,
for
good.
them.
And
But I
Mary.
don't know.
It sounds great. Well, look, I've got to run. It's good talking to you. And good.
Okay, it's good to see you too.
Thank you. And I'll pop back on sometime in the future, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay. And I'll see you in the
All
chat.
right. All right. I was just wondering if you want to do something for Labor Day,
Yeah, that sounds
but
great.
I'm not trying to force anybody on cooking
No,
or anything like that.
I know you're not forcing me. No, not at all, Mary. Don't worry about that at all.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. I hope it works out.
Yeah, I hope so too. But like I said, I don't know what I'll be doing before August 31st. Just have to
Yeah,
see how things go. Because right
right.
now it's too early to know anything. It's only July 24th.
That's right.
So we got 5 more months till Christmas.
Yep, I know
I'm
it.
not ready for this. I'm
I'm
not ready for Christmas.
I know.
5 more months till Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
Well, I've already started making Christmas ornaments already because I have to have them ready by October,
Oh
because
my.
everybody starts shopping for Christmas. So I've got a bunch of Christmas stuff coming. Uh,
Yeah. Next month, all the stores will be decked out for Halloween, fall
yeah,
decor and Halloween. So I'm not ready for that. I'm not. Looking
Yeah.
forward to seeing fall decor whenever I go to Walmart or
Oh,
Dollar
it's
General or wherever.
they're
I'm
gonna
like, no, this is August.
I,
August, not October.
right. Well, I started about probably 6 weeks ago making Christmas stuff already.
August.
Because I sell a lot of those things, and
Yeah.
make sure I had enough, because I just want to make sure I have a good surplus. So anyway, I've started doing it, and I'm going to keep doing it, and get ready for it. All my stuff will be ready by probably the middle of October.
Yeah, before Halloween.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, we got 8 more days till August 1st, the month of August.
Yeah. Wow.
I cannot believe this year has just gone fast.
It really has. It's amazing.
It's just like when do time slow down?
I know,
Time
Mary.
needs to slow
Right.
down for real. But
Exactly.
it's not going to slow down. The older
I
you get, the faster it
take
goes.
care. It's so good to see you, and I'll see you soon. Okay.
All right, it's good to see you too and talk to you.
Okay. Thank you, Mary. Always. Thank you. Take
You're
care.
welcome.
Bye,
You as
y'all.
well.
I'll see y'all in the chats. Peace.
Yeah, Brian, I found a Snickers pie on Facebook when I had Facebook. So I'm planning on making a Snickers pie whenever my family members come up to visit. I definitely don't need the pie myself, but it'll be for them. That southern accent is lovely. Thank you, Maddox Jim. Yeah, time is flying by. Pretty soon it'll be August and then September, October, November, December. Oh my goodness, I'm not ready for all this holiday stuff yet. Richard is streaming at 3:45 your time, Anton. Yeah, he's going to be streaming at 12:45 for me. He's 6 hours ahead, so it'll be 6:45 for him. 6:45 p.m. for him and 12:45 p.m. for me tomorrow. He's another streamer that Anton and I go to, Maddox Jim and Brian. Tomorrow morning for you. So it'll be like a Friday for you, Anton. Anton is living in the future. Yeah, he sees everything before we do. It's not right. Oh my goodness. Hello, AP. How are you, AP? Just talking to you on the panel, AP. But I know why you're not doing panels anymore. It's 22:55. Yeah, it's 10:55 where you are, Maddox Jim. It's 4:55 for me. I've got the lotto numbers. Oh goodness. Oh, you do panels? But you have no security where you can give me a code on Discord and then I repeat it backstage. Alright, Brian, it was good seeing you. Hello, Coconut Telegraph. Democrats are now using coconuts as a symbol of support for Kamala Harris. I strongly object. Oh, you're welcome, SW, anytime. Anybody's welcome on my panel. I can put 5 other people on my panel. I can only do 6. Was just on the news. I guess that's newsworthy. You're watching the news. Well, I think I'm gonna get off here and probably watch a movie. Thank you guys for coming. I hope y'all have a rest of a good day.